we didn't have much of like family support growing up. We grew up in the Bronx. We were kind of poor growing up. Poor, I mean, like, lower middle class, which was, enough to get by. But I shared a room with my sister my whole life. We lived in tiny apartments. We moved around a lot in the Bronx. So my mom, of course, she's the smart one in the family. I like to think I get my brains from her. She scored the highest on the civil service exam out of her and my dad, and she scored pretty highly. She became a New York City police officer. Mind you, she's this white woman my size, and she was assigned and did 20 years of service in the South Bronx when the Bronx was burning in the
Impressive.
80s. She's one of two female police officers in her precinct in the
Wow.
South Bronx. She's a pretty tough cookie, and she worked when you start out as a rookie cop. You don't have much say in what shift you're going to work. So she actually worked overnights, which I'm sure was really hard for her because she had two little children at home, babies. My sister was literally a baby. I was about 5 or 6. I'm 5 years older than my sister. And she would come home at night and I think blow steam off with video games. And she would wake me up, which is like so crazy when you think about it. But she would come home 1, 2 in the morning, wake me up and be like, hey, do you want to play Nintendo? Do you want to play Miss Pac-Man? Which was like our game, our passion
You were like
game.
5'6"?
And so I'd be up for yeah, 5 or 6, like I was a baby, and throughout, as I got older, that would be like our routine. And it was nice because it was like the only time I had one-on-one time with my mom, because I have a little sister who was a baby. And my mom worked, during the day when after school she'd be at work, right? So it was just like this precious time of me and my mom. And, I wanted to be so good, right? Like I wanted to play well and I wanted her to play with me.